Gravitating to large SUVs, but really, smaller crossovers are far more agile in the city. Fuel economy is better too. That's the appeal of the Honda CR-V. This is the new 5th generation, which looks a lot like the outgoing model. That's by design. How important is CR-V to Honda in the U.S.? That's about a quarter of the company's sales. Would you mess with that recipe? Very few people notice the changes that include extra sculpting here. The orthodontia is tough to ignore. The new sheet metal rides on a new platform. Length, width, height, and wheelbase are all increased by about 1.5 inches. The interior gains a little space to keep current owners from moving up to hulking sport utes. Luxury brands, take note, all CR-Vs get a rear view camera. Honda has finally given the sound system, cue the choir, a volume knob. Base LX CR-Vs stick with a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder. The rest get this 1.5-liter turbocharged 4 with 190 horsepower and 179 pound-feet of torque. The continuously variable transmission has a sport mode, no paddle shifters, no manual shifting at all actually. Move up from front drive, and the new all-wheel drive system can send 40% of torque to the back tires. Not much throttle lag off the line. CR-V moves out pretty well. There's some spunk. 0 to 60 miles an hour happens in just under 8 seconds. Overall, comfort and refinement are up noticeably in this generation. Steering weight is good. There's actually some road feel. Keeping in mind this is a crossover, driving dynamics are pretty good. CVT is tuned very well. It pretty much feels like a standard geared transmission. The only time you get that telltale rubbery feeling is if you floor the throttle a lot, and that would be a bad example for the kids. All but base model CR-Vs get Honda Sensing, a suite of safety tech items featuring auto braking with pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control with low speed follow, and blind spot warning. There's also a driver alert monitor that can determine whether or not you're drowsy by your steering wheel actions. If you drop a couple bars on this graphic here, you'll get an alert tone and the steering wheel will vibrate. I'd love to demonstrate it for you, but apparently I've had too much coffee today. A big plus, CR-V is much quieter in the cabin now. I don't have to yell to tell you that. Sudden winter wonderland gave me the opportunity to test out the all-wheel drive system. Many of the streets were far more treacherous than this. Even on steep snowy inclines, the CR-V had no problems. In touring model trim, the cabin is calm and conservative. The bark comes from plastic trees. Much of the stitching isn't. CR-V's ambiance is visibly improved, though, right down to heated leather chairs that were supportive on my road trip. There's even a way to see who hit who first. Not that your kids would do that. There are the usual places to stash things. The center console is deep, but put something like an iPad in the back, and look what happens. The sliding cover is removable. I found the smallish touchscreen interface snappy, but the menu isn't always fall-on-your-face easy, and phones sometimes take a while to connect. All but the base LX get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Doors open wide enough so you can get kids' car seats back here easily. Seats do not slide fore and aft, but thigh support is really good. There is a lot of room back here. Sadly, Honda has not discovered the panoramic sunroof. At least electronics can be charged. Those contemplating a move to Canada can get heated seats back here. The U.S. is denied that warm feeling. In the outgoing CR-V, which did not have this handy kick-to-open tailgate, I was able to get very impressive. Dropping them is very easy, and it opens up a large space for big boxes, but no ski pass-through. Choose between maximum cargo and a higher load floor to squirrel valuables away. I have to say, Honda designers did a nice job of giving this crossover a more upscale vibe. It's kind of sporty, kind of elegant. The lines will appeal to a lot of buyers. The taillights look very expensive, and body swage lines have purposeful direction, unlike some designs these days. Some will see this as a little much, but overall, the styling won't repel people. Cross-shop Ford Escape, Hyundai Tucson, Kia Sportage, Nissan Rogue, Toyota RAV4, and the upcoming Chevy Equinox and Mazda CX-5, to name some competitors. This touring model with LEDs and refinement makes CR-V the big kahuna in this segment, all while remaining the perfect size for small families. If you're considering the base LX model to save money, can I make a suggestion? In addition to the few extra features like proximity key door locking, a better sound system, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay, the Honda sensing safety gear installed when moving up to the EX model is very well done. Road departure mitigation looks at the solid road line, and if it feels you're drifting off the pavement, gets you back into the lane using the steering and pulsing the appropriate rear brake. It also tightens up the seatbelts. Yes, moving up to the EX is about a $2,700 hike, but much of the tech can keep you out of fender benders or worse, so just one use of any of the features can easily pay for the upgrade.